Mile, you've been audited. And for my second audit today, I'm at the Landing Dispensary on the west side of Columbus, Ohio. Some say the worst side. 724 West Gay Street, Columbus, Ohio. From this vantage point, I can see three cameras looking at me. We're here today to exercise First Amendment right to record in public and educate ignorant citizens on their rights. Got a security guard here, armed security, packing lots of heat. It's a beautiful day in Columbus, Ohio. So glad winter is over. We're now well into springtime. I think the worst is behind us. From this vantage point, I can see three cameras. Looks like one may be somebody else's camera. There's one there. One on the southeast side corner of the building. One here on the northeast side corner of the building. Make that 4 cameras. One on the northwest corner of the building. The west side of Columbus, Ohio is an extremely interesting place with a very high homeless population. Lots of illegal drugs on this part of town. Lots of homeless. Here we have Allied Universal. And I believe they're guarding that empty building over there. That building was once a county facility for probation and parole, I guess, but I'm focusing here on the Landing Dispensary. There's a delivery port. After a quick search, Google said this was one of the most popular dispensaries in the city. Armed security. From this vantage point, I can see 3 cameras that can see me. Camera there. Camera there. Another smaller camera hiding up here. If I zoom in too close, it loses focus. There's the armed security guard I don't think he's with Allied Universal. I think Allied Universal is mostly security for government entities. See them a lot in government facilities and city operations. He's got him a happy sack. What is that, a Harley Davidson? There's another happy customer. The license by the Division of Cannabis Control. I'm trying to find out if that's a taxpayer funded division. If it is, we should be legitimate to go inside and film. If it's taxpayer funded, that makes it a public place, and I don't think they can do anything to stop me from going inside and filming. As an employee, he doesn't look too happy about my activities. I would love to educate him. They fought for their rights to be able to smoke pot, but they don't want you to be able to exercise your First Amendment right given to us by God, endowed by our forefathers. Almost 250 years ago, the United States was founded, 1776. Coming up on the 250th anniversary. What's that?
Is this place up to no good?
I don't think so. Why?
Oh, I thought you were like videotaping something around here. I was like,
Oh.
I hope nothing's going crazy here.
No, just exercising my First Amendment right to record in public.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
It scared me for a second.
Oh, no need to be alarmed.
Like they're not gonna, no crazy shit's here, right?
What's that?
I don't know. I was just saying, like, is there violent activity around?
I hope not.
Okay. That's good.
All right.
It's a rough neighborhood.
I know. It's crazy. It's the worst side. I think he was kind of already lit. It seemed like he might have been drinking. But I don't know. So they say it's the west side. I call it the worst side. But it does have the best view of downtown Columbus, Ohio. Some trees blocking it from here, but if you're coming from out west of here down Broad Street, it does have the best view of downtown Columbus, Ohio. But it is the worst side. It's the shadiest part of Columbus. It's weird how certain types of people seem to gravitate to the same types of areas. From this vantage point, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras that can see me. We already acknowledged the far camera down there on the northwest side of the building. Here we have one on the southwest side of the building. Make that 5 cameras because there's one right here above the door, southwest side of the building, and one on the southeast side of the building. Oh, they got a drive-through. That's cool. You can get your happy sack and not even get out of your car. Drive-through is open. Google said this was the busiest dispensary in Columbus, but it is a little after 4:20, going on 6:30 now, so I guess most people maybe have already got their fix for the day and they're sitting at home on the couch smoking the shit, man. The Landing Dispensary, 724 West Gay Street, Columbus, Ohio, on the west side of Columbus. Some would say the worst side. The west side of Columbus has what's known as the Bottoms. That's always been a decrepit part of our city. Well, I'm sure, and I think it's also known as Franklinton. And Franklinton was like where everyone started to settle here originally in this area in the late 1700s. And back then, maybe it was all right, but I'd say probably, well, as long as I've been alive, the Bottoms have been a less than desirable part of town. And if you go further west on Broad Street, out of the Bottoms, you get to what's called Hilltop. Hilltop is also a little less than desirable, but it starts to get a little bit better. The further away you get from the Bottoms, the better things seem to be on the west side. But this is one of the oldest parts of Columbus. It's Franklinton. There's the Civil War Camp Chase was near here, and not far from here on Sullivan Avenue there is a Civil War Confederate cemetery that holds over 250 souls of the Confederate Army, which is interesting because we're pretty far north. Well, and there weren't any Civil War battles in Ohio, so I don't know how they were able to get so many Confederates in this area. The John Hunt Morgan, also known as Morgan's Raiders, was about the only Confederate army that made it into these parts, and that's about 100 miles south of here, down by the Scioto, where the Scioto River flows south towards the Ohio River. And then he went eastbound towards the eastern Ohio border along the Ohio River. And I think he was also in parts of Indiana and Kentucky during his raid. If you ever get a chance, if you're a Civil War fan, if you ever get a chance, study up on the Morgan's Raiders, John Hunt Morgan. Also, there were some Northerners that defected to the Confederacy. Ohio has a Confederate general. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but there's a monument to him near, I think, Centerburg. They talk about the Confederate general that's from Ohio territory. There's another happy customer. She's got a happy sack. The wild, wonderful, worst side of Columbus. We're in the bottoms. West side. A lot of white trash out here. A lot of drugs. Homelessness. Prostitutes. Starting to get some more customer activity now. People have been working hard all day, I'm sure. There's a drive-through customer. Drive-through weed. Back in my day, we could only imagine. Back in my day, we had stems and seeds in our pot. And we liked it. So I don't think the security guard here is with Allied Universal. He did seem like he was a bit professional. He raised his eyebrow at me, but he didn't say anything. I think he knows I'm well within my rights to record, exercising my First Amendment right to record in public. Division of Cannabis Control. Abraham Lincoln came through this area after he was assassinated. He spent 3 days lying in state at the Ohio State House, the Capitol building of Ohio. There's security again. He just walked out and walked right back in when he saw me. So maybe he's tripping. Hope he loses his mind. I love educating these people. They're ignorant of their own rights. Yeah, that's what I'd be doing if I was still partaking in the devil's lettuce. I'd be hitting the drive-through. The only way to fly. So I think it's amazing how cannabis was so illegal for so many years. Now it's fine. No problem. Come in and buy it from the state, of course. You can only get it from the state legally. And as we know, everything the state has, it stole. Everything the state tells you is a lie. I have a feeling security's going to be coming back out here. I don't understand why people are so uneducated and misinformed about the First Amendment. Why they think I'm doing some kind of harm by recording from a public place. People think that you can't record their license plates. Like, how is that logical? That's the problem. There's no more logic. There's no more common sense. Everything's flown out the window. People make things up amongst themselves, and then it takes on a life of its own. truly amazing. No, I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. That's awfully nice of you. I appreciate it. He knows what's up. So the landing dispensary, some people say dispensary, 724 West Gay Street, Columbus, Ohio. The west side, the worst side, Democrat shithole, Columbus, Ohio. Big blue city, homelessness, drugs, trash. Democrat run for well over 30 years. I could be wrong, but I think our last Republican mayor was Buck Reinhardt. Dana Buck Reinhardt. Things were pretty prosperous in the city back then. Although there's an area here in Columbus known as the Short North, and it's a very nice part of town now, but during the 1980s it was a shithole. Prostitutes, drug use, open drug use, gangs. Gangs don't really seem to be a problem anymore. I don't know. They must have killed each other off a lot during the 90s. All those gang wars during the 90s. A lot of people didn't make it out of that alive. Jaybird audits here. Smile, you've been audited. The west side of Columbus, Ohio, the worst side. At the landing dispensary, 724 West Gay Street. Wonder how it got its name, Gay Street. I'm sure it was a whole nother meaning back in those days when they were naming the streets here in Columbus. Mound Street, there's a Mound Street in Columbus. And the reason it's called Mound Street is because there were Indian mounds in the area that were completely destroyed to make way for the city and the progress. That probably wasn't a good idea. Sacred burial mounds. I think the Shawnee were in this area. Here comes security again. Hopewell were in this area. He feels the need to engage with me. So here we go.
Recording people.
What's that?
You cannot be recording people coming through the drive-thru and stuff.
Oh, yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Well,
It has to do with medical shit. You cannot.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
No.
It's a HIPAA thing.
Oh, HIPAA? No, I think you're mistaken.
It does, bud. You better read your fucking law.
I know the law. Obviously, you don't.
No, you need to learn.
I don't need.
HIPAA.
I already know.
It's medical, dude. It's medical.
Well, that don't matter. I'm exercising.
For your safety, if someone stops and I'm just telling you, okay?
I'm exercising my First Amendment right to
I know
record
you
in
are,
public.
but
Anything I can see.
I understand that. I support it 100%.
Okay.
But you're going to get one of these people who don't, and they're not going to be very nice about it.
Well, what are they going to do?
But I warn you.
They'll think I'm not prepared for that.
I'm just giving you fair warning.
Warn them. Warn them. I'm not the one that needs warned. You need to warn them. Because I'm well prepared to defend myself.
Okay, that's fine.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Warn them. I'm exercising my First Amendment right to record in public. HIPAA don't mean shit to me. Fuck HIPAA. Warning. You don't need to warn me. I'm well aware of the worst side. I wouldn't be out here if I wasn't well ready to defend myself. HIPAA. Where do people come up with this fucking HIPAA shit? They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh, she's cute. HIPAA. That shit's hilarious. He's got a happy sack. This place is kind of busy. Welcome to the worst side. We're at the Landing Dispensary, 724 West Gay Street, Columbus, Ohio. On the worst side, the west side. Where I've been warned. Licensed by the Division of Cannabis Control. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would.
What did he do? What did he say to you?
Well, now I want to stay out here all fucking day. First he offers me a soda, and then he warns me. Warned me, better warn them. I don't know why it's called the landing. That sounds like something you do when you come down. Aren't we trying to get high? Kind of a bad name for a cannabis dispensary. Here we are today exercising my First Amendment right to record in public. She's got her happy sack and a wiggle in her walk, giggle in her talk, makes the world go round, round, round. Get out, smoke your weed, but you're not going to allow First Amendment protected activity in public. The First Amendment was here first. He said, don't record people in the drive-thru. They're gonna get you for HIPAA violation. Please violate me for HIPAA. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. Maybe I should not be cursing on YouTube. I think YouTube frowns upon language. Beautiful day here in Columbus, Ohio, even though we're on the worst side. There's a sock. I'm out here violating HIPAA. People love to talk about that HIPAA shit. I don't have no bearing on private citizens in public. I think it's for doctors. Doctors aren't allowed to share your health information with anyone. But I'm not a doctor, and I'm not gathering health information, so everybody comes up with that HIPAA shit that don't make no sense. It's a joke. So uneducated, misinformed, ignorant of their own rights, trying to enforce shit that don't even exist on private people on a public sidewalk. We've been able to do this for almost 250 years. People still don't know.
You're taking pictures. If I'm going to be in it, I want to look cute.
Oh, you look great.
Thanks.
She was nice. We're at the landing. Why am I saying we? It's just me. And I don't have any subscribers yet, so it's not like I'm talking to any of you. So I guess I'm just out here talking to myself. Let's get some more drive-through action, since that seems to trigger the security guard. He was hilarious. Here comes another happy sack. Happy sack. Gonna get high. Well, I think we're about done here for today. Got a couple interesting interactions. I don't know. I thought that I didn't think the security guard was going to act like that. At first, he was cool. Well, first he didn't. He raised his eyebrow at me, and then he offered me a pop. She's got her a happy sack. Happy sack. And then he got upset because I was looking at the drive-thru with my camera. I bet this guy loses his mind on the way out. One of them West Siders, definitely. He's been around for a long time. The worst side. And the last customer that came out gave me a nice wave and a smile. She was pleasant. Hopefully more people are being educated about this sort of thing. Exercising our First Amendment right to record in public. Anything that you can see in public, you can record. It's protected by the First Amendment. The First Amendment has been the First Amendment for an awfully long time. I was in Philadelphia last week. And I asked my 13-year-old daughter some trivia questions over the phone about Philadelphia to see if she could guess where I was. She doesn't know that the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, Bill of Rights, were signed in Philadelphia, 1776, 250 years ago. I don't know what the schools are teaching our children, if they're not teaching them history. I think that also falls under, everyone should know their rights. If you don't know your rights, the government will take them from you, and they will abuse their power if you don't know your rights. I wasn't born with this knowledge. I learned it somewhere along the way. I'm a huge fan of the Constitution. I don't believe in birthright citizenship, but it's still part of the Constitution. And if you're born here, guess what? You're a citizen. May not be a good thing, but it is a right. If they can change that, I'm sure some people will agree that it should be changed. And of course, some people disagree. But I'm glad to be born here in the beautiful United States of America. Born free. As long as you know your rights, you can defend your rights. If you don't know your rights, tyrannical government entities will walk all over you. So here we are at the Landing Dispensary, 724 West Gage Street, Columbus, Ohio. Smile. You've been audited.